It's an absolute honor to be here with you all tonight, to be part of the Staten Island Running Association board, and to be the race director for the Memorial Day race the last couple of years. As a Marine veteran who is grateful to have not served during combat, I'm here today to be of service for men and women who have continued to give after their service. As many of you may know, last year the Joseph F. Merrill American Legion Post 1368 voted to approve the addition of Father Vincent Capodanno, his name to be added to the post. At around this time, the SIRA team was coming together to consider how we were going to use our funds from the Memorial Day race for this past year. It was not a long conversation. Almost immediately we came to consensus that the new post, the newly forming post, would be the single recipient of the funds that we had raised. So I want to take a minute and just talk a little bit about the two individuals that this post is named after, and also who we are as a community here, who we are as runners, as field participants, as community members, and what all of that means. To first say that post 1368, the veterans of foreign wars all over the United States, these are individuals who, one of their tenets is to build community, to continue to give to their community. And VF Post 1368 has continued to do that for the Staten Island community. And that is a beautiful thing that should be applauded, so please join me in applauding that. I'd like to make two mentions about the Medal of Honor winners that this post is named after. I just want to read just a tiny little bit of the citation. And the first is for Private Joseph F. Merrill, and his citation reads that he stormed the enemy positions with utter fearlessness, intrepidity of the highest order, and a willingness to sacrifice his own life so that his comrades could go on to victory. This young man from West Brighton went to Curtis High School. Where are my Curtis people at? And then Lieutenant and Navy Chaplain Vincent R. Capodanno Jr., Lieutenant Capodanno left the relative safety, he left safety of his company command post and ran through an open area ranked with fire directly to a besieged platoon to render assistance. How many of us will leave safety to go help someone else? He was a Staten Islander, man. He graduated from Curtis High School. How about that, Curtis, right? So, from what I know of being of service is that you tend to rely on the person next to you an awful lot. And if you asked these two heroes years ago about America, maybe they would have had a different story about our country, because the reality is that each of us has a different story, and that's what makes America, America. We are here tonight because there has been a golden thread through many of the stories of the men and women who have served and then continue to serve in this beautiful post that is newly forming under these two individuals and their legacy. Our running community is about serving. It is about helping young people. It is about being together and connected. I can tell you, my young humans, as you're in here, for 20 years I did not run. And when I finally came back to running, I don't know how I survived those 20 years. So keep running. And I would love now for the members of the VF Post 1368, if you could please join us up here so that we can present to you the check for $4,000, or the promise of $4,000. We'll get to the check in a minute. And just to say to each and every one of you, imagine what we could accomplish if we continue, each and every one of us here, to look out for the person next to us and to always lend a hand.
Good job.